What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Friday. We got a 15-game slate here tonight. A ton of different options to choose from. I got it broken down for you with my money six of my favorite plays on the slate. 2 pitchers, 4 batters to give you some great production on this one. So before we get going, if you could drop a like on the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's try to get over 60 likes on this one. Thank you if we can hit that. Let's hop right into it. First guy up is going to be Charlie Morton. Plain and simple. An extremely good matchup. The Tigers lineup is dreadful. It's like a AAA lineup, very bad. And I think Morton can have some really good production. They have a 25% strikeout rate against right-handed pitchers. Morton, 30.5% K rate on the season. Had a very good outing against the first time out, 32 DraftKings points. I think he could have a very similar outing to that one. So not much to it. Very obvious, good matchup for him. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. Then I'm going to go with Patrick Sandoval. He'll be the make or break it for us tonight, probably. He's been a little bit up and down, but that was a tough matchup against the Red Sox last time out. Struggled with his command, but like I mentioned yesterday with Andrew Heaney, the White Sox don't really walk that much. They have the second fewest walks out of all teams in Major League Baseball, and he showed off some good swinging strike rates. Swinging strike rate so far, 13%. He has a 27.9% K rate on the year, 3.95 FIT. So the numbers look pretty good so far through 2 starts. They're only implied 4.1 runs. I think he can settle on here his first start of the home, and I think he can kind of follow up with an Andrew Heaney good start of his own. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second pitcher. Now we're going to go to the batters. First guy up, Max Muncy here. We got some really good hitting conditions in Atlanta tonight. It's going to be around 91 degrees, some winds blowing out. The Braves have quietly been producing some really good hitting games in this ballpark. So I think the Dodgers could go a little bit underlooked against Soraka here, who's been worse against left-handed pitchers, and he's been a lot worse at home. So maybe that's kind of taken into effect how the warm weather is kind of affecting the hitting here in this ballpark. And Muncy is no joke against right-handed pitchers. It has a 265 ISO against them, hitting pretty damn well the last 3 games, a few doubles, a home run. And I think he can get it done here against Soraka and could be pretty low owned just because the matchup isn't great on paper, but the hitting conditions are very good. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. I actually want to put him at second base here. So slide him in there at second. We got a first baseman coming up soon. And then Willie Calhoun here at 4,300. His power numbers have been very solid recently. 2 home runs in the last 4 games. The park downgrade for Odorizzi back at home here in Texas. He's got another game here. Very hot conditions, 98 degrees. There is some wind blowing in, but that's from the left side of the field, so I don't think it would affect it too much if he hits it in the air to the right side of the field. So a little bit better for lefties here. And Odorizzi, he's been giving up some hard contact to lefties, 43%. That's going to be tough to do in the Texas ballpark here. It's tough to keep those balls in the park. So I think Calhoun can show off his power upside and get to Odorizzi or even get to the bullpen. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second hitter. Then I'm going to pair him up with MAZARA as well. Another guy that's a little bit underpriced for his ability. Another guy, power numbers have been up recently in these hitter-friendly ballparks. It seems like he always does well. Like in Toronto, had 2 home runs. He's been solid at home so far this year, 8.8 DraftKings points on average. So I think he can get it done here against Odorizzi. He has a 214 ISO versus righties, and really good upside in these hot conditions at Texas. If they can get past Odorizzi and get into that bullpen as well. Really good ability here. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third hitter. For my final guy, we're going to go with Brandon Belt. He's been leading off, so I mean the upside has been there on a nightly basis. Hasn't been able to do much with it, especially at home. Only 5.2 DraftKings points on average, but on the road, he's been a little bit better. I mean 7.9 DK points on average in Arizona here, park upgrade, and going against a really bad pitcher this year, and Mike Leake. He's been getting killed against lefties and righties. Brandon Belt has had some success against them in the past, 6 for 18 with 2 doubles and a home run. So I think in this matchup, you could get up to 5 at-bats and be able to do it here in this matchup. Actually, I was trying to look at he dropped to 8th yesterday, but that was against a lefty. I was a little bit confused on why he was dropped to 8th. So he should be at the top of the lineup. But at 3,600, very solid value against a bad pitcher. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So you got Charlie Morton, Sandoval, Brandon Belt, Max Muncy, Willie Calhoun, and Nomar Mazara. So that is it for the plays. Drop a like in the video before you head out. 60 plus likes is the goal. So thank you for hit that. Good luck. We'll see you back here again next time.